But I think the spring's going to help a lot. There's a few transfers that I'm interested in seeing with coaching on how they do and where they're going to fit. Jamie Robinson on safety, bringing in more depth there. I think he's going to be implemented quite a bit. I don't think Florida State's defensive staff really is too happy or didn't really like their DB unit, and that's why you're seeing some transfers come in. I think Keir Thomas is there to probably provide a lot of playing time at the defensive end. Right off the bat, he said it in his recent interview that he'll be playing over there to start off the bat. He can also play on the inside too, so I think that's a smart move there. Addition, but I think Mackenzie Milton is going to be the game changer more on the locker room with maturity than anything. Listening to his interviews lately across national media and to us that we got to listen to, I believe earlier this week or whenever it was, he's tired of talking about his injury. He's tired of it. He doesn't want to talk about it anymore. That's what I get from it. He's ready to just be out there on the field. He said that he's about 90% right now. He's running the same speed. His arm is better than his arm is the best that he's ever had right now. There's no doubt that he'll be a starter against Notre Dame day one, and I think Jordan Travis is going to have a lot of packages. I think there's a lot of positives to look at on a few of these transfers. Some of them don't make too much sense to me, like the UCF transfer DB, but I think Milton had some say-so on that one, little package dealio. But like I said, I don't really think Florida State's defensive staff is too happy with their DB unit. I think Damori Tate's going to end up being a starting cornerback opposite of Miko Dotson if Brownlee is not going to fit there. I think there's going to be a lot of changes, and the spring is going to help a ton with that, and that's going to help where you beat these teams that you should be beating.
Well, I do have one question. I'm not trying to start World War III. We joked back and forth, obviously, about the offensive line. But on a serious note, you talk about with the Mackenzie, let's call it what it was. That injury was horrifying that he suffered at UCF.
Yeah.
Do you think legitimately right now Florida State has an offensive line that can keep him healthy? Because I agree with you. I think he will be the starter when we play Notre Dame in the opener. Can the offensive line keep him healthy?
I know you didn't agree with me for a majority of the season last year, but just looking at 2 years before that and the year before in 2019, 2018, I mean, it was atrocious. This last year, though, you were seeing some great signs of improvement, definitely for pass protection. There was a lot of times where Jordan Travis would have so much time, but just wasn't able to make the reads. There'd be Keyshawn Helton wide open down the field. Terry Wilson would be throwing his hands up while he's wide open down a post route, and just couldn't find him. Mackenzie Milton is a veteran. He's a veteran. He's going to be able to make his reads. He did that during practically almost his Heisman year until he got injured that he was on. He's a guy that is smart in the film room, and he's just a good passer. I think that's going to help a lot with their passing game. And Florida State's offensive line, you bring back Dante Lucas, who, if he gets his head straight, he's talented enough to do what he needs to do. Maurice Smith has been a great surprise there at center. Bavion Johnson intends on coming back for depth reasons. And then you also got Robert Scott and Darius Washington, and these are guys that have played together before. They've worked in sync. So you're bringing these guys all back under Coach Atkins, who I'm really excited and was very happy to watch improve this unit. It's still going to take a few more years, but we're seeing improvement, and that's all you need. That's all you would like to see as a Florida State fan with the offensive line.
You babbled on for 2 minutes on a yes or no question. I just want to throw that out there.
Hey, I'm trying to be like you.
It was solid, but we're trying to be like James. Let's be honest, James.
That is true. I'm trying to get on James' level. I got to go a little bit longer.
There we go. We got to go on and on. But you've reached the halfway point. I have no segue. Just go for it. Just do it. You know what we do.
Oh, it's 6:38.
Yeah, it's this.
I didn't even know it was 6:38. Wow.
31 minutes into the show. You know what we do at the halfway point.
Just smack the like button. I mean, I don't know what else more to tell these people. 50 viewers. I mean, only 18 likes. If you like the video that you're watching right now, either if it's past the live one or live right now, we would definitely appreciate if you smack that like button and the subscription button.
Maybe if we
be notified. And that bell, there's a bell I'm looking at right now, and I've got mine on. If you hit that bell, you'll be notified every time.
We're about 3 weeks away from 25,000.
Maybe if we talk more about jersey numbers.
That's right. More jersey numbers might get
Right.
the channel to 25,000 followers.
James,
I'm gonna give all three of you guys hope. This
Oh,
is
God.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you hope in terms of looking at metrics and history, the possibilities here. So I was surprised to uncover this figure because I think most college football fans have it stuck in our heads, and rightfully so, that things don't change in college football. Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson are going to be in the playoff, and maybe Oklahoma and Georgia or something like that. They're at the top. And then there's a bunch of good teams that always stay good teams but never reach the elite. They haven't. Notre Dame, Florida, on and on and on. That tier, Penn State, Notre Dame, etc. Then, and then there's this hierarchy that never changes. But I started to look at this a couple of years ago, and I went season by season by season by season. Okay, we got 64 teams in the Power Five. Add a few independents that you could consider, of course, Notre Dame being at the lead of that pack. So you got roughly 65 to 70 Power Five teams. How many because this number shocked me. How many of those teams from year to year do you think either increase their win total or decrease their win total by at least 3, which is significant to go from 3-9 to 6-6, or from 9-3 to 6-6? Significant. How many would you think on average out of 65 teams in college football?
10.
That make a huge flip. I would say like 6 or 7.
Yeah, around there.
Something like that. That's where I was. That's what I figured too. I did 3 consecutive years. All 3 years, it was between 19 and 23 teams either increased or decreased their win total by 3 at least.
Oh, wow.
I was shocked.
Wow.
Here, no, you know what?
It can happen.
I'm going to give the
Here's
positive.
some good.
Here you go. I'm going to give the positive. This is for James and Logan. This is the figure. Here's the positiveness. The last time Florida State had a losing record in 3 consecutive seasons was it was a 4-season period from 1973 to 1976. The year after that, in 1977, they went 10-2. We're going 10-2 this year, boys, right?
I don't know about that.
No, okay.
But here's something interesting.
We're not going 10-2.
Florida State has, and this is from, I'm going to give proper credit. This is a David Hale joint. At a David Hale joint, excellent writer, stats guy. My friends continue to share this thing. The one thing that's very depressing against the top Power 5 wins that FSU has had over the last, or in the ACC that they've had over the last 3 years, of Florida State is dead last, I believe, or tied with Georgia Tech. But this is Florida State and this is to keep up with the inauguration. So this is to make it just, again, these are just the numbers. You can't just how it works. Like you said, it's cyclical. FSU was 21-25 under this last administration. They don't fare as well under Republicans as we do Democrats. We won 3 national championships. 2 were under Clinton, if I remember correctly, and 1 was under Obama. We 88-10 under Clinton, 85-23 under Obama. We don't get anywhere close to those wins when it's with others. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know, what happened. Maybe if you add Reagan and W, and HW, you get that. But like under W. Bush, which is one of my favorite presidents, we only won 67 games. We're 67-36. And it's just so there that could be some hope, random hope, but who knows?
How far did we take that step back? How far did you go back on that? Or to Carter?
Carter was
basically Bobby Bowden.
Yeah.
Bobby Bowden and Carter kind of go together, right? About 76, right, Jason?
70. Well, 76 was his first year. That would be under Ford. 77, probably 79 and 80 were the years they went to the Orange Bowl in back-to-back seasons. No. Listen, what James is saying,
212 and 41 under Democrats, 187 and 93 under Republicans.
Translation, you're welcome. Translation, you're welcome, America.
I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but I just need hope. It's very boring. It's very hard to do my job. Urban Meyer's giving me hope, so I need Florida State to, give me hope too.